want to taste the waste of the 70s. I was made for the live-long life of traveling. Oh, see it all, yeah. I wanna see it all, yeah. I need to see it all, yeah. I wanna see it all, I wanna see it all, yeah. I'd give anything just to leave this town tonight. I'd give anything just to leave this town, leave it all behind. Want to taste the waste of the 70s. I was made for the live-long life of traveling. Oh, yeah, I was made for the live-long life of traveling. See it all, yeah. I wanna see it all, yeah. I need to see it all, yeah. I wanna see it all, I wanna see it all, yeah. I'd give anything just to leave this town tonight. I'd give anything just to leave this town, leave it all behind.
Happy Monday, chat. Oh, bonk myself in the head. Karsten's here. Happy birthday. Birthday stream. Let's go. Happy Monday. It's sorry, running a little bit late today, chat. Not too late. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Right now, I started aiming for like that anything in the general 9:30 to 10 o'clock range. My time. It's probably a general success. Sophia's with us at the start of stream. Say hello, Sophia. Oh, say hello to chat, Sophia. Oh, and we're tangled. The tail is a hazard. I'm doing all right, chat. Sorry, running a little late just because, yeah, new medications, new side effects. You know how it goes. But, well, maybe you don't. Maybe you're young still. But look forward to it, I suppose. But here today, it's Hollow Knight time. That's right. We're running behind, so let's just jump on into it, shall we? Didn't think any interesting news, really. I mean, problem is, like, a lot of the news isn't fun to talk about on stream. You know? I want to go bringing y'all down, much less myself. That's why we're here to game. This is the button. That's the one that I wanted, right? The reason, and hey, it's a good thing to mention, actually, for the curious. I'm sure there's some of you out there that are curious why I play Hollow Knight at this layout, as it were. You have the black bars on both sides, the cam, and we're taking up that big banner with the chat and whatnot at the bottom. And the oft unnoticed, you'll see it pop in here every once in a while. This is where the alerts and the info comes through. Although I'm not sure that anybody reads it. I've had a prompt in there for a couple of streams now, trying to get a chat prompt out of y'all, and nobody seems to have noticed it. So I think it maybe was a nice idea that didn't pan out. We'll recess. There's gonna be probably a stream, not overhaul. My intent had actually been to more continually update the stream than I have, and part of that's just been the time that would have gone to, you know, making new layouts and stuff instead went to making shorts, which, I mean, for the whole has been probably net benefit, but that's why we're still rocking the initial layout. But either way, the reason is so that you don't miss information. Is it? And ideally this layout was conceived for a widescreen gameplay, right? So you're actually, because I'm playing on a widescreen monitor, chat. So we'd get, you know, more pixels, more game pixels, more peripheral data, better excitement, better vistas and whatnot. And so you'd actually end up with more information that way, because you wouldn't have the camera blocking anything, you don't have the alerts blocking anything, and chat, which I wanted to have on stream if possible, wouldn't block anything in that way. Unfortunately, Hollow Knight and a couple other games don't actually do ultra-wide gaming. Which is why Elden Ring, you see that Macam is covering some of the game data, much to my chagrin. But Hollow Knight, that little knight can end up in basically any corner of the screen. And I decided it was way too bad for, one, I mean, just Twitch viewership, but also, like, it would technically ruin a short, possibly. If, like, the knight had to dash behind wherever I had placed my cam. It's just better this way. But that's why. For the curious. Anyhow, Scotty, welcome. We're just getting into it. Welcome, welcome. And happy birthday again, Kirsten. Alright. Nope. That's the one, We can hear Zote. Yes. I suppose I should rotate through the title scenes, give the others their fair share, but this one's got a lot of comical value to it. excuse me, controller. There we go. I don't know why it always is sluggish to take input at the start. 178 hours, chat. It feels like it's been longer. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like it's been longer. But also not, in a way. I don't know. Tweak that down a little bit. Are we leaving? Oh, bye now. All right. My lap has been freed. Duretti, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, I wish I had a good way to actually measure. I mean, it doesn't matter benchmarking your progress realistically, right? Here's an error. Tried poking up here. Doesn't seem anything. Feel like we did a pretty good pace all in all. It feels the part that feels like it's been brief in part. Like I'm used to putting into like a game that I really absorbed the way I have with Hollow Knight. Right, I'm used to having put in, you know, like 500 or whatever hours. I don't know. It gets tough to tell because, well, to reliably feel like I'm keeping track because of the times that I leave the console on pause and doing nothing for hours on end. What's our current charms? Yeah. Probably like 133 hours for AFK. Yeah, like exactly like that, Dorati, right? Like this is like one of the few games for which that is not true for me, because like I have only played this on stream so far, and I turn it off. Like I exit when I quit stream, and so like there's not been that problem. But like most of my gameplays are like probably inflated by hundreds of hours by the end of them, just by all of the pause states that I've left it on. Sorry, we can do two things at once, right? I can talk and move. In principle. Love to start with some Eternal Ordeal. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I know some of you do. It ends up in such a great, fluid, dynamic gameplay that it's just a great way to, I don't know, reconnect with the game, as it were. Damn it. I was actually cognizant and aware of the fact that he was going to bounce there. I was just hoping to avoid it, and I did not. Can I? No. Arg! Alright. The timing wasn't going to line up for all three of them, and I got greedy. I really wanted it. I wanted all three. So I let the front one get in way too close. God, I love how much fun this game is, though. Have that. I bet you, sir. No, of course that's going to be there. Slip to recover. You're an asshole. Projectiles? Yeah. You shoot. This is why we warm up. There's so much to keep track of already. Bugger. No! It's what's funny is I'm actually really frustrated with my play right now. But that's more like a statement on how far my play has come, right? How far we've progressed, because I would have been thrilled with this level. It's gonna hurt. This performance like a month ago, even. So it's important to stay practical with yourself, right? And remember how much you grow. Arg! Just wanted to heal! Alright, it's not gonna happen. That wasn't intentionally suicide, I was just late on that last swing. I love it, the eternal ordeal. I don't know. It kind of goes back to the point I keep trying to make about, like, it's all a journey, right? And it's not just like a gaming thing, right? It's a life thing. It's important to take stock of kind of how far you've come and not be too critical. And you should be critical of yourself, but like also, I don't know, I'm too inclined to go the other way. To be overly critical to the point where I fail to recognize my actual accomplishments. And so that's my quirk to work on. But as I look around, a lot of people aren't critical enough, so I can't like just go saying, "Oh, don't be too critical of yourself." You know what? That was a good opportunity, I think, to have tried a technique I've been wanting. Damn. That's almost it. I want that to be a cyclone. I want to add that into the repertoire. I want to find... I feel like I can. Develop the muscle memory. Yes, for the down dash cyclone. I think it's going to increase some uptime on a couple of these. Like that guy. Fitting in between that shockwave with the cyclone. Like the leading edge of it, right? I mean, that's still improvement. That was... You get what I'm saying. That's what hurt. No. How do I have written on my office dead? That's pretty cool, though. Dangerous as hell, though. I guess they were just let that guy be. You know what I'm talking about? I did pop, I think. Yeah, that I timed very well. One of those suicide guys. No, I popped him. He didn't have the animation. Without hurting myself. Hell yeah. Right? That's pretty cool. Been soul cap for a bit, haven't I? Damn it. I was pegging it for recovery, but I'm never going to get time for all of that recovery. Didn't see that one. Want my soul, please. Damn it. Thought I could fit it in. Okay, I didn't think I could fit it in, and then I did think I could. It was like, there's a lot of back and forth there in my head. We have to get it. Shit, we have to get this mask before the soul collector comes. He's back. Damn it. This asshole. Hey, Sheriff, welcome. Sorry, Gerard, I didn't acknowledge that statement earlier, but yes, I agree. The journey is, I mean, really, you spend all of your time in the journey. Like, unless you've, like, written off all future learning, which you really shouldn't do, like, we're all constantly, you know, in the improvement. It's more important to just be insightful, self-reflective. Oh, they both jumped away. Thank you for the follow. Speaking of the journey, I mean, like, I don't want it to come off like a pity party, which is why I'm trying to be careful about how I phrase it. It was frustrating as I was starting. Most of the commenters actually seem to be completely ignorant or like just willfully ignoring the fact that everything is tagged with first playthrough. And like, given where the content was, it's like I probably didn't have, and in fact did not have more than like 10 or 20 hours into the game. But like, I don't know, those were still accomplishments. Like, they aren't impressive abstractly when you're looking at somebody who's played 200 hours, right? I mean, I wouldn't hold it up as anything special in comparison to my skills nowadays, but it's still relevant, the context in which the content's made, I think. I don't know, go with that. Part of that's because it's hard to... Come on, why did I not jump there? I totally had enough time. I hit the button. I definitely hit the button. But I think it has broader applications to life in general. Remembering the context in which, damn it, a thing happened is important. Remembering how, like, if a novice can demonstrate excellence still. You know, it's... It's interesting because we like acknowledge this implicitly in our daily lives, right? Like, we don't hold the child to the standard of the adult. Makes sense to us, you know. The intern isn't expected to have that same proficiency as the professional. But like we don't actually, as a gaming community, feel like pay heed to the same constraint. Or, I don't know, same fact. There is a lot of ridicule is too strong of a word for what I'm looking for, but it is close. A very strong, like, what the fuck are you posting this for vibe to some of the earlier content that maybe I said a little chip on my shoulder about. Maybe that's what this is about. This is definitely not the easiest content to try to hold complex philosophical thought. Huh. Because they hit the string naturally. Can I get a second, guys? But there are broader applications to life in general on there. Like having compassion to a loved one who's, I don't know. That's going to conflate two ideas. I don't want to do that. Yeah, let's circle back on this. I don't think I'm doing the topic any justice at this moment. Nor am I doing this content, the game, any justice at this moment. I think most of you intuitively understand the gist of what I'm getting at here, though. It goes larger to larger statements about just compassion in general. Can I get a mask here? Nice. Nope. Oh my god. Darn. Can I get a sec? No. Arg. I don't know how to protect against that. Sometimes when you shadow dash through them, they like fly away but land on your head again after. I don't know how to... What's the solution to that aside from just like not shadow dashing through those enemies? I don't know. Let me first and foremost, I'm gonna drop down here so that there's actually some ambient, because it unnerves me how there's no ambient sound up there. And catch up with chat and see if there's anything I actually wanted to finish that actual thought with. Congratulations, Sheriff. Sheriff just got their first ending a few hours ago. Well done, well done. Yeah, I guess elitism is a good word for it, Dorati. It ties in pretty closely with a lot of the concepts. Um, the word that I think more closely is compassion. But it's kind of like, I don't know, the idea that I want to express, I want to figure out some better way of elocuting it. I want to put it into like a short at some point, right? Once I figure out like how to word well. Everything is a journey. Everything. You started out shit at everything you do. Anything you're good at now in life, you started out bad at. That's just the way of it. Right? Even if like it wasn't by fault of yours that you're bad at it, right? You might have been actually applying yourself very well to the task, but you just did not have the experience that you later gained, because it's just kind of a consequence of the fact that as we apply ourselves to a task, we improve. And I think a lot of, especially gamers particularly, make the mistake of trying to apply their stage in development, in the journey as it were, to like where other people are. The actual vibe that I got when I was starting the stream, the shorts, kind of was, there was a large contingent of people who naturally presumed, either because of some combination of the fact the game is very old, and that I was willing to publish it, because not a lot of people publish the unexciting, or non-boastful content, that I think some of them presumed I was making claims about my prowess, or that because that's the context that they expected to see that type of content in, or that like because the game was so old, like naturally I should have gotten good at it by now. And like a lot of them just failed to like consider the fact that this was like brand new. They were watching somebody in their 10th hour of the gameplay, and that's what the content was for, right? That's the idea behind the content was like, hey, it'd be cool to show people what it's like for somebody else to go through that journey. And also to reinforce those concepts that it is a journey, right? And that we shouldn't be so elitist. I mean, this gamer culture has been that way forever, right? Like, I remember distinctly Halo 2, Halo 3 lobbies. A bunch of freaking teenagers shouting at each other about their sexual prowess and how awesome they were at the game. And every single one of those players, myself included, going back, was dog shit at the game. We were all dog shit at the game. It's kind of what, God, I forget the name of. I'm not gonna, forgetting the name of the principle. There's a principle about how like competence follows a curvature. Your competence and confidence in relationship to each other as a ratio, and then there's this uncanny peak, as it were, where you're actually not that good, but you think you really are. And I think actually a unfortunately large portion of the gaming community sits in that space. Dunning-Kruger, thank you. Dorati, don't go anywhere. I need you. That's the name of the effect. If you want to Google it, find a Wikipedia page for it. It's fairly well known, and it's pretty accurate, to be fair. Yeah, no worries. Deep. I've been pretty. I don't know. I've been moderately superficial with my content so far. Okay, I've been heavily super. I mean, everything I've actually made into a YouTube has just been literally gameplay. I would be what you call a thinker. I spend a disproportionate amount of my time just actually kind of pacing around thinking. Sometimes for no value at all. Because just dealing with the realities of an emotional existence sometimes can be substantially challenging as it is. But sometimes interesting thoughts come up. And I hope to share them with you guys. Hopefully, part of the problem actually is like I'm still not fully accustomed to like the feeling of being watched, as it were, or like recorded. Like I've gotten a lot better about it. But there is like a sort of psychological impact. But as I become more and more accustomed to it, I'll probably spend more time actually. What I hope will happen will actually that I will become more eloquent, because I actually have fairly eloquent thought, and if you allow me to write down the thoughts, they came across entirely differently. But when I need to do all the words in sequence on demand, it falls apart horribly. What was I doing? I was going to go. We need to practice you. That's what we need to do, because we were doing Pantheon 4 things, and he is the problem. He's the problem to finishing Pantheon 4 things. I actually did at one point consider making a podcast. Chances are it will be less viewed than this, so podcasts have a tough time getting up off the ground. Maybe someday I will, though. Actually, problem is not a problem. Part of the thing is that I realize I can't tell you guys that like I'm competent. I'm not like showing it at the moment, but I have to show you, right? That's been part of the problem. I couldn't slow dashing. All right, let's just finish this thought and then actually focus on the task at hand, because I forgot this is so demanding. I couldn't like in the dark just like tell you guys I was a competent gamer. You had to be shown. Like there was no sequence of words that would have let anyone believe otherwise, right? Like, and the problem was I wanted to pick a game that was new to me for the reasons we discussed earlier. The part of the content, the part of the concept of the content is the journey. So there was a period of time, the period of time that we're hopefully exiting, where I basically just, was keeping my mouth shut and letting y'all come to the conclusions that I'm not an idiot. And now that you don't think I'm an idiot, maybe I'll have some valuable to say. I agree with that 100%. So Durati says, at some point, the mental game becomes the most important aspect of improvement. With the right mental game, no challenge is out of reach, in my opinion. Firm agree. It was the title of my shorts, but the key to the mindset, or the key to learning, is in the mindset. You can actually improve at a substantial number of things. You can get good at sweeping the floor. Like the act of sweeping the floor can be done poorly or well with just a broom. Like not with extra technology, just a simple, like it's just in the technique, it's in the observation, like the repetition of the task. I can speak to it from experience, having been the person who learned to get good at it and who watched other people leave awful floors. Everything in your life has some degree of aptitude that can be applied to it, but that's more so evident in like these complex environments. Games are like where we get to flex our muscles the most, because there's so many opportunities for improvement, to but yes, you have to be. It's the key is to be a willing participant and to actually look for the learning opportunities. Which I mean, there are days where honestly I do that better than others, and I think it's true for all of us. I mean, if you're in a grouchy mood, you're going to be less receptive to new information. But it's not a problem if you just have to remind yourself every now and again. Damn. Wasn't up? Alright. Nope. Can't get to here. Can't get to here. Part of the thing we're doing here now, Chad, is that's bad. Applying new learnings. I haven't been back to the, well, except for last stream. The end of last stream we did a bit. The pure vessel since a lot of my growth in recent weeks. Damn it. See, one's fine. One's fine. Why am I doing two? Because Nightmare Kingdom. I mean, hell, even as I learned to parry that little bit better, I think there's opportunities of parrying here that I want to exploit more fully. So we're revisiting the fight a little bit. And going to what we were talking about before was learning in the mindset. Like, there are certain things to be learned from all of the bosses, it feels like. And not individually. I don't know if you learn anything from, like, Flukemar per se, but they each have, like, a little lesson sort of to teach. And then you come back, you can apply that lesson. See how, but in the act of reapplying that lesson, you sometimes gain some new insights, some new. It's a process of evolution, right? It's that continuous iteration through which new ideas evolve. Firm agree, yes. Duray points out, what Durati's touching on, Chad, is like the just idea that I firmly believe gaming has been a positive for the human race and me as an individual in offering some never before seen ways for the human being to like actually apply themselves and test, damn it, that's gonna hurt. Test the limits of their endurance, their ingenuity. And honestly, just experience more of the world than how would that ever work? Than previous generations have ever had the opportunity to. Gaming is amazing. And you never mind. Eric, welcome. How you doing? Happy Monday. Hopefully your day is treating you well. Dang it. Didn't think I was gonna be able to fit. Did not think I was gonna be able to fit. Damn. Nope. Always gets caught off guard. No, again. I hadn't tried that before, specifically. It's kind of cool. All right, we need to do this a few more times, so that's kind of the common case, but I'm remembering. Like, that was more than remembering. That's exciting, because part of that was actually new technology. Yes. A lot. There is enough time to shade cloak dash through most of the attacks, but there's a couple. That one there. That's the one I'm supposed to go over. Not that one. That was the one I want to go over. The timing's actually really tight on a couple of them. The over, yes, I remember liking. Well, it was before I was trying parry. We weren't parrying back then. I want to try parrying this triple slash more. That one I want to go over though. It's fine. Ah, he's greedy. Bugger. A no soul run. I didn't read. I misread that at first. I thought you said you have to use the dream nail to damage enemies, and I was very confused for a moment. You have to use a dream shield to damage enemies. Oh no! I only equipped the dream shield for a couple minutes. Wasn't overly impressed. I felt like it had more potential. Almost. I swear once the other day I got that working. But I don't see how. He's going to consistently step into me on the second hit, isn't he? Do I have to perfect parry? Think do you get more iframes if you perfect parry? Could have sworn I got that. Like I had one sequence at least where it was a triple parry. It was double. I was two. Well, I didn't take a hit though. Oh, that was never gonna work. I guess it's just kind of nature of the beast. Sorry, chat. I was thinking it's inconvenient to break his stagger with the cyclone. Moralia, welcome. Hello, hello. Any new progress on Pantheon 5? Depends on your definition of new. Currently, we are. Who comes after No Eyes? Trader Lord. Trader Lord is our deepest run. At the moment. But that hasn't been broadcast. I wanted to go the other direction. But I'm not sure Sharp Shadow was up, so that would have helped. Nope. Comment by Fireborn explaining parries very well. Parries happen when the player's nail hitbox and the enemy's nail hitbox overlap. If a enemy nail hitbox also overlaps. That's right, somebody said that. I think it was Friday Roddy that said that. Okay, let's read this. Parries happen when a player's nail hitbox and an enemy nail hitbox, so enemy damage source basically, right? Overlap. If an enemy nail hitbox also overlaps with the player hitbox, the player nail hitbox must come out on the same physics frame as the enemy nail hitbox. Otherwise, the player gets hit instead of parrying. This means parrying attacks that would immediately hit the player are physics frame perfect. Okay, and then I would presume that the early parries are all of those that would follow before the same physics frame. Said physics frame. Anything after is a late parry. You just found the path of pain, Sheriff. I would encourage you to try it. It is very challenging. I found it to be very, very rewarding, all in all, but it is exceedingly challenging. And definitely don't give yourself too much crap if it's a thing you want to circle back to later. The rest of the White Palace was actually quite simple afterwards, though. Patience is the key. Moralia nails it. Moralia says Markoth is currently the bane of their existence. Beat him twice in practice and a dozen wipes. Markoth, I haven't even gotten to him in P5 yet. He was frustrating as it was. And was he 4? P4? That slow my swing there. Really? Wasn't. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for that spot. Getting better at judging that distance. That's not this play. Definitely, yeah, that's a good shout out from Karsten. There are no benches per se. So what you're looking for in the Path of Pain are going to be little checkpoints, basically, where you can infinitely regain your soul, because there'll be a totem there for the most of them. But a lot of it's more like the progress you make in the Path of Pain is progress that is made internally. It's made inside yourself, right? Like, it is actually the skill that you're gaining as you practice. Because in the end, you will need to do the entire thing more or less in a single sitting. The talking was hard. Although, what time is it? Do I need coffee yet? I kind of need coffee soon. Let's do one more and then I'm going to get coffee. I'm going to do one that doesn't give them dog shit. But that's the important thing. Don't beat yourself up, but also just understand the actual progress that I felt in the Path of Pain wasn't like, oh, I made it to new checkpoint per se. It was like, I conquered the phase. It came to the point where I could redo the phase ad infinitum, right? And then the next phase. But by the time I was done, I was an infinitely better parkour player than I was when I started. Like, infinitely better. So that's why I would encourage, but also don't get too frustrated with yourself. What? Should have healed. That was fine. This mask doesn't do me any good though. I need another. Take one. Damn! Slow. Oh! I thought I was dead. I thought that was the frame where Descending Dark kills me. Nope, I'm dead. I thought that was the radial spears. I mean, that wasn't dog shit. Let's go back one more. Ninja training. I love that, Dorati. I love that. The Path of Pain is ninja training. It is exactly what it says it is, right? It is like, I mean, you can imagine the concept of it, right? The point of it was to be a training ground. And it's exactly the purpose it serves. That's bad. I can't take a mask. Shit. I regret that. No. Damn it. No. Stupid tendrils. Avoid tendrils always. I don't know. It's like I forget they exist every damn time. It's like I get into the rhythm. Okay, we're dancing. You go left, I go right. It's fine, that's fine. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Opens up his chest and a whole bunch of tentacles spew out of it. Like, what the fuck, man? Shit. I need that coffee. Yeah, alright. Let's just go get the coffee. P5 Markoth's adulthood getting hit by a car and run over by a truck afterward. That's right. I forgot. I haven't even... he probably has a different arena, doesn't he? I bet you I haven't even seen that. I haven't seen that arena if he has a different one. I mean, No Eyes has a different arena. That thing's like a little bit of a hellscape as it is. I'm not looking forward to that. We're not there yet, though, thankfully. Hey, Kira's in the house. How you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. You are unfortunately, or depending on your perspective, fortunately, just in time for a coffee break. So, I'll be back in a couple minutes, chat. Just gonna grab some coffee really quick. And, get some coffee. Thanks for hanging out, though. See you guys soon. All right, I'm back. Sheriff asks if Mark of Pride is good for the Path of Pain. Anybody who doesn't want any particular advice, like want to go through it dark, I'm going to give a lot of specific advice now because it seems like Sheriff is down for it. But you want to mute me for a bit if you want. I enjoyed doing the process blind, but I'm weird like that. As for Mark of Pride, I did it. I believe I wore Mark of Pride for the entire Path of Pain. I don't know if that is the recommendation. For me, I would have been frustrated by swinging too early, too frequently, because I had worn Mark of Pride for so long that it was kind of mentally mapped to my swing distance. And I didn't want to deal with the frustration of changing it. So I just rocked it with it on, and it's fine. What I would tell you is you should probably take off Sharp Shadow if you have it on. I am a Sharp Shadow advocate. I, for the record, did the Radiance with Sharp Shadow on, but I would recommend not using it for that particular. Okay, there's specifically one spot where it would be enormously frustrating to try to do with Sharp Shadow on, and you will not have the opportunity to take Sharp Shadow off because, as Durati points out, you will not get a bench anywhere. You do not get the chance to change your charms after you start. You're locked in. So, kind of had to rock with it off. I kind of want to leave it on for the same reason as the muscle memory, but it was just inadvisable in general. What you should do, though, I would recommend probably equipping Hive Blood if you have it in Grub Song. It's the one place. Honestly, I feel like Hive Blood was made for the Path of Pain. That's its purpose. You have no use for most of your other charm slots, and if you have Hive Blood and Grub Song on, you are essentially invincible. If you're willing to take your time, you can have infinite recovery. So that pairing specifically is very powerful. Any other insights that I would offer? If you feel like you get stuck in some place, you may be trying to do it the wrong way. There may be a part of the path that you've written off as not the right path that actually you need to re-examine. There have been one or two places where I kind of got a little stuck for not long, 15, 20 minutes, where I was trying the dead end. But I could see somebody getting stuck a little bit longer. But I don't know. Get really comfortable pogoing. Really comfortable. You're going to be a pogo master by the time you're done. Anyhow, let's get back to it. The gaming. That's the one. All right, cool. Where we last left off, remembering how to Pure Vessel. That's right. We're going to run the Pure Vessel a little longer. Run the Pure Vessel back for a little bit longer. I'll work on my enunciation. And then after, we'll probably go do some binding for the Pantheon 4. There will be at least one good Pantheon 5 attempt today. I don't know that I can... Yeah, I can't fit there. Maybe I could have. Start over. Start me over. Come on, man. I know not to do that. It's really dangerous to dash in at the Pure Vessel during that radial attack with a lot of altitude. There's such a great density of There's a little gamble a lot of times to the dash in. It's pretty safe if you're going at the ground level, but when you're high up, like, you're begging to get smacked in the face by one of those spears. It's just their density is so much greater. Damn it. Oh, I completely misread what we were doing. Everything's bad. It's actually supposed to be a cyclone. It's my fault. I actually wasn't even looking for that last white circle's formation because I heard the stun. And so I'm like, I can heal now. He's staggered. Stagger means heal. Not if you're standing in an explosive. Oh. No. It's my fault. It's a bad habit. It's not obvious, but I walked into him. I have a habit right after I dash through him, I start approaching back to hit him in the ass as he's past me. Well, it doesn't work when he's staggered right behind you, because it's the second you turn around, you just walk face first into his back. Oh, I thought... I don't know. He does feel a lot more comfortable than he used to, though. Damn. Womp womp. You know, the Knight's Head always... Tooth. And I can't help not seeing, like, the pincers of, like, one of those beetles, you know? Like, that's all I can see when I look at it, unfortunately. It's supposed to be charged. Struggle boss. The dance, though, is starting to show up, actually. Damn. It's hard to explain what I mean by that, chat. You see it with Oromatsu more than here, and now it's starting to be here. That's slow. Nope. What was I doing there? There's actually no way to use the sword art charged like on top of an enemy, unfortunately. Sorry, I was getting an idea, but no, not definitely not him. Not hack would be a factor. So that was just, I don't know what I was doing. But I love, yes, PV, and both of PV and KG are excellent dance candidates. And so far, I mean, it's not like I haven't felt like I've been dancing with them at all, but I don't know, it's been a little clumsy. I'm starting to feel like I'm actually starting to tango. You know what I mean? That was the wrong button. Why was I doing... Bad idea. Almost pulled it off. That was a bad idea. Why did I not take that mask? Better. Let's do it a couple more times. I actually almost wish there was like a way to just have an infinite mode with some of these bosses. Like, let's just get rid of the health bars. Let's just like actually parry and smack each other around for as long as we want. Slow. Nope. That's bad. You know what I need to do? I want to maybe try practicing for the parry there. I was pretty sure that Sharp Shadow was on cooldown when I struck his parry stance. So, which means that you're going to take the hit. Except for, I think it was Dorati that told story of somebody saved their hitless run by actually parrying that counterattack, as it were. I've never tried. I need to probably practice that. Because I was dead to rights. There was nothing else I could have done except for try to get iframes out of the parry there. No. It was just hasty. Trying to think of what was my motivation for that dash? Doesn't seem sensible. I got lucky. I should not have had enough time to finish taking that mask. That was greedy. To parry the parry, you have to jump up and back as fast as possible and down slash. Okay. That makes sense to me, actually. Trying to get above that still. I do like the idea of being able to get behind the radial slash when the opportunity evolves or presents itself. It's just, I mean, he always teleports away, right? That's this gig. It's hard to get close enough. Supposed to be a cyclone. I was released too early. God damn it. I thought I died during that earlier hit, the penultimate one. What came after was actually just frustration. I was not tracking my life total correctly. I don't know. The jump almost saved me and then it didn't. What am I doing? That's the one we go over. think I like the idea of having the ability to parry some of his attacks, but over the triple slash is probably the safest play. And I need to reform that mental modeling. That was the opportunity. I mean, I like going through the triple slash when the opportunity presents itself, but in the chances when Sharp Shadow's on cooldown, it needs to be over. Damn it, I was way too close because the wall. I mean, my general preference, if it's up, punting. I did not want to move there. I like using Sharp Shadow aggressively as a damage form. It didn't work out well for me there, like at all, anywhere in that sequence. Sorry, I'm trying to reflect. Is there more learning I should be taking from that? The learning I was taking from it was I was just punting on a lot of it, but it is such a great actual damage vector for the way I move in the game. Damn. What I want to do is actually make sure I stop doing what you saw about 5 seconds ago, where I end up doing 2 dashes away from the triple slash, because 1 dash close isn't enough. This is actually just me falling out of the zone. Is what it is. Let's focus up. My prioritization should be, I want to be through when Sharp Shadow's up and over otherwise. The double dash that I do away from him is a bad habit at this point for most scenarios, I feel. Damn it. Kind of surprised that didn't. That's the one. Yeah, he's just actually really hard to actually offload part of the brain to conversation. He requires so much focus. That was close. That was slow, though. Damn. I really wanted that window. I could have healed here. See you later, Kira. Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully the microphone doesn't pick up too much of this airflow. Arg. Kinda surprised it didn't die. Unfortunate. That was early. I was definitely overlapping with his foot. My character model was 100% like overlapping with his character model. I was very surprised I didn't die there. Was it just because the iframe for Descending Dark was still up? I mean, I know it is very forgiving. The iframe you get after Descending Dark goes for so much longer than it feels like it should, to be honest. Which is part of why it's an amazing skill. Damn it. Alright, just start me over. You asshole! The one time I don't evade. He just misses me cleanly. I don't... It's feeling a little rough today, though. Then again, we are just bashing our head against Pure Vessel repeatedly. I could go find somebody easier to fight, but this is the bottleneck, right? We have to... No matter what, Pantheon 4 or 5, we're going to need to be able to be good with this asshole. Like, there's no other way about it. I mean, I'm presuming he's in 5 somewhere. Maybe even better still than he is now. Probably. Nope. Oh, that's so much bad. So fast. Oh my god. You don't get many mistakes Just realizing there actually isn't like a tuned equivalent to this fight, is there? When there's like less punishing that you can practice on if you wanted to. Can you not even practice the HK fight at all? That was an awkward place to be. I couldn't go to the left of him because that was going to be... The wall was in his hitbox, and I couldn't go to the right of him, really, because if I blew my dash trying to get away from him, I was going to get hit by the first attack, but... Yeah, I was just screwed. So I keep checking to see if there's more coffee, because I'm hoping the caffeine burst would help me, but... We're out of coffee. Could go make more. That's the one I want to not try to run away from. For fuck's sake. Right. Sorry, I'm trying to think what I was supposed to do. So... I guess I can demonstrate the opposite direction. I was facing the wall like that. He was standing behind me. What's the play there? Like, I can't... I was pretty sure I couldn't even make that gesture to turn the character around without bumping into him. Like, what's the play there? What I did is I hit the wall. Because I can't turn around to hit... I guess just vertical is all you got. Yeah, I was getting a feeling, Karsten, that is probably for lore reasons too, right? The reason why he wasn't in the Hall of Gods. Which was all well and good until they put the pure vessel in there, and then it's like, Yes, that's fair. Try. Run bad. Now I'm frustrated. It's like really fortunate, I guess. It's my fault. I walked into the model, I guess. I was trying to adjust for knockback. Sorry, Josie Butts, welcome. Sorry about that. We fought the Radiants already. Or unless you mean, like, I don't love how they overlapped, like, Radiants in the game. Like, they made Radiant mode as, like, a difficulty setting, and then they made it as a boss name, the Radiants. And then they also have, like, I mean, it's also just, like, a lore figure. So it appears in the story context. But then some genius apparently decided to make a fucking mod based on that name. Well done. So I never know what you guys mean exactly when. But the Radiance in the story mode we had fought. On stream already. I'm presuming there's a Pantheon 5 Radiance somewhere, which might be what you're referring to. In general, I just want to clear Pantheon 5. Nah, it's bad. Damn it, I was too far away. And I had enough time. There's such a long time there, and I don't know why I get panicky as soon as I see it. The Void Tendrils. It goes back to actually like the first time I started trying to encounter that maneuver. I don't know why I get panicky. There's actually a lot of lead up. This is bad. Okay. You're already letting me know I'm not alone. I appreciate it. For some reason, like, the second I see those tendrils, I'm like, oh crap. Flee! Flee with extra flee! And if I don't think I can go get out fast enough, I try to go through. Although, that's because through is the best way, right? Like, if you can walk up, and the ideal is that you can actually close the gap between the cast and get behind him while he's doing the cast. Right? And there's like a lot of time there for it. There wasn't time there for that though. And then you get behind him and you can get like 2 or 3 hits in maybe. But no, my gut is like, run away. Gotta fight the instinct. Damn. I wanted to dash left there, actually. Shit. I hate everything. That last, the dash was just the icing on the cake. I was already tilted. I had just thrown my soul off into the abyss. I thought I was facing left, but I was apparently facing right. And so instead of shooting it at Mr. Vessel, I just wasted it. Something happened right before that, too. That was also triggering. I think I'm having an off day, chat. Should have blasted him. Take my soul! Jerk. Shit. I need not to extend that. Wait, actually, I think I need to extend that just the once. I was going to dash through him. Because there's 3 lengths, right? I know this intuitively. I feel like there's 3 variable lengths. Oh, that's not necessary. That's gonna be sick. He's gonna stand. He's gonna stop right in front of me. So close. That'll work. Let's take the mask. Redeeming myself a little bit. I do love that fight so much. It's so much fun when, especially when like it feels so rewarding to do well. You know? It's one of those fights that just like when you do it well, it's like, yeah, that was nice. I like that. All right, let's I don't know. I guess I should probably get to some Pantheon content. All right. I kind of thought he'd leave. Let's go for 2. It's close. Again. Hey, paid off. I actually pushed jump. Punted. Oh, I didn't. Actually, no, I did want to dash. I just thought it was going to be a shorter one. Womp. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Yeah, we can do one more. Congratulations, Sheriff. Actually, first part is pretty big. The first part was actually one of... Is it the 3rd hardest all in all? The last part is definitely the hardest. There's no way around it. It started with a hurdle though. At least for me, I struggled more with the first than I did the second. Really? I walked in there, didn't I? Sometimes I put sharp shit on cooldown. I don't know it. I know it's dumb. There wasn't enough time. You just finished the second? I mean, that goes to support my statement that it's the second one's easier than the first. Man, you're plowing right through. Way to go, way to go. Definitely a good decision to... I think it sounds like you'll get it. I mean, the whole path, right? There's a lot of people who get more frustrated. I think a lot of people are hesitant to recommend the attempt to In the Dark for that reason, but you're going to crush it, sounds like. God damn it. No, So there's a funny thing where you can start charging your nail arts during spells, right? Or even during dashes and things. And it'll start charging at the first available opportunity. I kind of want focus to work that way. Like, why does focus not work that way? If I'm just holding the focus button, why do you not just start focusing on the first opportunity where you're available? You know? But it doesn't. So a lot of times I like end up just like sitting there for a moment, like just holding the focus button, like I'm really sad that nothing's happening right now. But the focus animation starts pretty slow, so like it takes you a second to realize. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just inconsistently applied or something. Okay. Let us. All right, let's go run Pantheon 5. I'm gonna feel bad if I don't do any Pantheon 5 attempts today at all. So let's do one of those first. And then, regardless of the outcome, I'll probably take a second to go grab some coffee afterwards. I'm not presuming it's going to be a victory, so... I'll be happy just to, like... I mean, mostly what we're doing today, chat, is just experience. Like, it actually doesn't matter what I'm doing. Just that I'm, like, actively trying to learn something while I'm doing it. Because that's really... Internal growth is all that remains. Hi, Tilly. Are we stalking our sister, or what are we doing? Sorry, the cat distracted me. She goes up, and there she is. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing to an extent, right? Now, there is additional, like, Pantheon 5 specific related gains to be made insofar far as like learning some of these new arenas or some of the more ascended versions of the bosses, and to an extent just the overall like endurance aspect, you know. Damn it. But really it's just about internal growth. But nonetheless, gotta get the P5 fixed in, right? Damn. Nope. Huh. I thought they each summoned one. But this guy's summoning two, so I'm wrong. You know, I'm wondering actually, Durati, if you just... Sorry, I'm thinking now and not playing. Play the game. Solve the frustration. Maybe not. My directionality ends up being confusing a lot of times in ways that I don't expect it to be. Can I fit a mask in here? I can. Like, I end up facing the wrong direction a lot of times. One that I don't expect to be in. And I'm wondering if that's playing a part at all. I definitely don't have any deeper understanding of the game to that extent, right? Being in on the blind playthrough. I haven't read the wiki enough for that just yet. Probably should take masks here. Right. I forget you can get more soul out of his carcass. So weird. I guess the shell has the power. That's the argument, right? Get away from me. I don't know why I feel like I know that. Like, it feels correct, Drati, that there's a difference between the spammed and timed. Like, there are some that just feel faster than others. But I don't know how to describe it, you know? Slow. Okay, so you'll have to help me understand, Drati, why buffering feels so weird for, like, jumping following recovery. I don't know what's... That's still a struggle bus. I don't know why it's still a struggle bus. Like, evading incoming damage following recovering a mask for some reason is the most painful thing. Damn. Oh, why did I not stick the landing? Paw. Oh, that's ruined now. That was going to be really cool, though. I had never... Can I do that consistently? I felt like I somehow managed to nullify his momentum. is interesting anyways. If I can repeat that activity. Get a couple extra hits in. Oh no. It was close. Close to good. No soul from you, but if I do, damn it. Bad time. Don't ask me why I went over him at the end. I guess I wasn't... It's a habit, right? Since Sharp Shadow might not be up. Slow. I should have DD'd sooner. Oh. I enjoy this fight. FYI chat, if you did not know, so far it's held up. Let's check. Does the technology hold true? 4 masks. Yes, it does. You get 4 masks if you nail art. One of those lifeblood things. Don't know why it is, but you do. Can you come to the middle? Thank you. I hate this one so much. It's these stupid swords. Like, the angle of them can hose you, feels like. Like, when they're pointed on an edge, they're... Oh my god! Well, there's all our masks. You're an asshole. I hate you. Oh, it has nothing to do with the... Interesting. So it's a coincidence. The first time I actually... Damn it. I'm busy in my head right now. The first time I ever tried to nail art one of those lifeblood things must have been coincidentally just the first time I had completed the 12th binding. It's funny the way that works out sometimes. Nope. Let's take that mask now. I'm okay losing some. I'd like not to lose too many to... I don't know. I want to push damage here. I don't want to do this phase forever. That was wasteful, though. Whatever. This one is one of my favorites. Damn it. Really? Alright, well. Then, well, I'm gonna actually probably end up doing more lifeblood things. Girardi, what happened? Did I miss one? One got away. I think one got away. I'll check again. Right. Fuck you with your... I want to try using more spells on this one. I hate you so much, Marmu. Because he's just so fucking inconsistent. Lost kin? Broken vessel. Damn. That could get above him. Worth it. Nope. The pattern does not sit well with me. You're more comfortable almost. I should have been dreaming on you. Damn. Getting wrecked. Should have practiced Shadow. I didn't see that one. Fuck off. I didn't see that one. Alright, I do want to go grab that coffee though. We'll figure out if I'm going to run back another Pantheon 5 or 4 while I'm on the break. Give me a couple minutes, chat. I'll be right back. Let's give you some music, obviously. Alright. Just a minute. Error back chat. Sheriff's learning. Unfortunately, no, there is not a rest mode like feature. Like I think of the PlayStation 5 rest mode, you know, where it's basically you can just pause your game wherever you were and pick it up when you next leave off. This song is stressing me out. Unfortunately, no. You will go back to your most recent bench when you restart the game. Which is actually, funny enough, the Path of Pain is where I learned that lesson too. It's an interesting question as to why they would make it that way. It's a probably very nuanced debate. There is at least one checkpoint. And so, air quotes checkpoint. I think there may actually be two. I'm trying to remember. But basically, there are levers. That's how they make checkpoint progress in the Path of Pain. The intent is that when you wipe out, you restart. And you end up, by struggling repeatedly through the same ground you already tread, you get better. There's a couple, there's at least one. I distinctly remember one lever. There might be a second. But when you do it, it basically takes off an entire section of the journey. You don't have to repeat that section anymore. And so that's kind of, that's the closest you get to progress checkpoints in the Path of Pain, unfortunately. Switching us back to the gameplay. All right, let's run back Pantheon 5 one more time before we jump into any Pantheon 4 bindings. I will grant the one thing that I do find to be, I like game developers having the option, like the single playthrough, no save file, no checkpoint. Like it creates a certain type of experience, right? Like I'm thinking, I don't know if you've played Returnal, but there's also a lot of games like that, right? Just your generic roguelike, where it's kind of like one life to live. Your current progress, your current path is. The state of the game is kind of ephemeral as it is already, right? Like, so that it's supposed to be just continually renewal. There's nothing permanent, as it were. Even in those types of games, though, it does feel rude to force like the reset on like console power off or PC power off for game. You know, quitting the game, restarting the game. Like, let me keep the game progress between sessions, because it's just modern life, right? Doesn't really allow for people necessarily set aside 4 hours uncontested to play for. Sometimes you only get a half hour. And so the downside is like games like that get written off. Or tasks like the Path of Pain can become problematic for certain... Damn it. Class of gamers. Did I miss them both? Okay, there wasn't enough time there. Let's drop into one and then we'll heal. Unfortunately, nobody can see me. That was slow, sluggish. I shot my magic way late. That was not the maneuver I was expecting from him. Missed him. Wow. Yeah, today's just not my day, chat. fine. We all have off days. You know? I thought he was going to swing earlier. See, this is a little confusion in the game design that I don't love the discrepancy for it. Like, why was I not taking damage to stand? That's supposed to be a Shade Soul. Why wasn't I taking damage? I was like, you know, standing in his hitbox. And I know that I won't. You won't take damage standing in his hitbox when he's stunned. Like, doesn't matter. Like, that's not true for most bosses, though. Like, not true for the Hollow Knight. Or Pure Vessel, right? I wish there was more consistency on that point. Slow. Or an explanation for why it is the way it is. Because I don't know which ones are like the False Knight and which ones are like Hollow Knight. Damn. I feel like there's better job there. I can do better. What's the change? Like, I want to get more damage in on him while he's going over me. Wasn't up yet. Shit. I didn't realize I'd broken her stagger. Oh yeah, but Durati has a great point. The progress you gain really is internal. Like, it's going to be so much easier to get back there. By the time I can't remember how many played. I think like 4 sessions. It was either 3 or 4 sessions actually to beat the Path of Pain all in all. And by the time I was done, like, the first, second, and third sessions were like sections were kind of like gimmies almost. And in a way that was actually kind of really rewarding. Balls. That's something I had struggled with so much at one point was now so easy. It's one of the best things about it. I want to save the rest of my soul. Bad. Oh my god, come on. Started off pretty rough. God Got it. Let's go. Surprised that I didn't get hit there. I missed the parry. That fight didn't look awful, but I feel awful about it. I missed 3 parries that I went for. Like, I literally went for the shot and I missed it. Like, I screwed the timing. He didn't hit me, so it like was a kind of moot point, but feels bad, man. Damn. Almost. We got a bath. I don't really need to heal. Alright, let's try again. 4. We're gonna get 4 masks. Everybody, I want everybody in chat to watch for the escapees. I'm trying to, like, learn here. And make sure I understand what's happening. I'm gonna be very careful to look for little runaways. But we're going to only use... Is it better if I'm on this side even? Sure, let's try here. No runaways, but no nail art. 4 masks. Okay. So where have they been escaping to then? I like did not see the last one that got away from us last time. The way they move, I don't know why it bothers me. Shit. I hate him so much. I did notice on one of them, it felt like he attacked with the left sword, but it went to the right sword slot on the return. And like actually taking that path was what had made it cross my path as I was attempting to evade. You know what I mean? So I wonder if that's part of it. Like I'm expecting it to return to a location that it's not. I don't know. Keep an eye on it. Almost. I want to. There's something there, I think. That was supposed to be a dash slash. That was close. One of them almost got me. It's gotten so much easier, though. Damn. I hate these guys. But then again, I'm being very patient with them. I mean, here's the problem. After like the 50th time you've tried Pantheon 5, those guys aren't interesting. They're just an obstacle. Fuck me. Damn. Damn it. A little close. A little close because I don't know. Off day, feeling tired. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing. It always feels nice to pull it out, right? That's the nice thing about sticking with it. It's like, all right, it was looking dire there, but we managed to pull it through. It does tell me I'm probably a little tired, though. Trying to figure out. Wait, I do kind of wanna. I want to keep learning. How long do they last for, actually? So they do last for a substantial period of time. Like, I was deliberately being a little lackadaisical about how I killed them, but not too so. Like, one made it all the way to here. I still was able to collect them. It feels weird that I would have sucked so hard at... Try to figure out how long I was fucking up the collection of 4, or if it was just pure coincidence the first time. God, I thought he was going to go to the left of me. His motion doesn't sit well in my brain. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I hate him so much, though. I do. Sometimes he whips it back around and sometimes he doesn't. That's part of it, right? Sometimes it feels like there's a more gradual pull on the elasticity of his motion than others. That was wasteful. Yeah, I mean, so, and you might not have been here, Girardi, for it. Like, I mean, obviously, I've done Marmu. I've done Marmu 1,000 times at this point. When you see me doing a lot of my gameplay now, it's like impatient, right? I've done Marmu hit lists, right? You just sit there and you time it, and you just... It's fucking annoying, though. It really is. Just, like, sit there, wait for him to come at you constantly, but then sometimes he misses, like, really wide, so, like, your up slash actually misses, and then... I don't know. Like, which is to say, I understand the boss. I understand how to do it. It's just... He pisses me off. And I don't like the fact that he has that variability to his, which is his difficulty. That is his challenge, right? I get it. It's just not a challenge I find particularly fun, I guess, for the 50th time is the problem. Really? Yeah, like, I get your favorite runner in that case. Like, he's one of my least favorites for sure. I didn't think we were doing yellow. He's just obnoxious. And I say that as a person who freaking loves the shit out of, like, Pure Vessel and Nightmare King Grim, right? Like, I'm not... It's not the difficulty that I'm shying away from. It's... I don't know. Not fun. It's just not fun. Damn. There's, like, no... I fought Shao so many times. Right? Damn. That's a slow jump. It's not necessarily evident here, but like I'm actually still experimenting right now as I'm playing. Like I fought this guy actually more than 100 times, and I am still experimenting and still having fun learning new things fighting him. That does not exist with Marmu. It does not. There's just nothing. It is how well can you time the incoming sequences? Like if you really want to do a hit list, this is the strategy. You sit here and you wait and you wait and you wait and you make sure you parry flawlessly every single inbound attack, because there's actually no sense in trying to evade left and right. When you see me running left and right, I'm just frustrated and annoyed. It's just I don't know. It's not. I don't like him. That's where the one was before. He was chilling here when you told me. You're probably laughing. He's probably sitting here the whole time. He's probably sleeping here while I walked away. Anyways, sorry. I don't mean to go on a rant there. For the most part, I love every boss in this game. And I do think Marmu has a place. Like, I'm not upset that they made him, right? Like, he should exist. It's just frustrating to have him in the Pantheon, which you have to. I just don't like rerunning him over and over and over and over and over and over again. He taught valuable lessons. He can go to hell now. Fuck. Damn. Damn. Oh, I thought that beat was going to get me. I didn't get a chance to heal. Oh, that's fine. That's right. You're next. Other Who is... like, in concept, Elder Who is kind of close to Marmu. He's a very simplistic boss. He teaches you one thing, which is how to evade this damage, basically, right? And it's a useful skill to be taught. But there's even still a little bit more flexibility here for having a little bit of originality in your approach than there is in Marmu. Fuck you. You know? You like the sound Marmu makes? That is fun. That is fair. He makes a very funny sound. He makes a very funny sound. It's supposed to be a rightward swing. Sad. There we go. God, Tama. Damn it. No, I'm punting twice now. Damn. Should realize that wasn't going to work well for me. Come on in. Take the soul. Almost got it off. Slow. Oh no. I don't know why I feel like it got worse at this phase. That's not where it's at. Arg. That was wasteful. Oh, we do get a bath after this. As long as we have enough health to clear, it's not that big a deal. That'll work. All right. This is one of the deeper runs, at least. And that's like the progress that we have to measure ourselves by now. Is how frequently we make deep runs, right? Oh, wait, let's do the cyclone technology. Could have sworn I got up there before. Don't know why that's hard all of a sudden. Oh, yes, you. I never checked. Nope, nothing over there. Damn. Again. Too close. Is it everybody? Never quite sure. Umu. Where's your projectiles? I don't care for you, Umu. You son of a bitch! Ah, I chickened out. I don't want to hit it. I don't want to hit... I don't want to splash damage myself. Damn it. I've done it so many times. This is gonna hurt. We hit that space, chat. Or I'm borderline full-blown tilt. So like the, you know, steamrolly out of control kinda. We're gonna try to recover. It's not gone well. It's not gone well. There has been a bit of bad luck with how he's positioned himself relative to some of these projectiles as has gone by. There have been a lot of unforced player errors, which just goes back to the fact that I'm not really feeling it today, I think. Alright, let's do what we can to... I think game plan is I want to hit him and then take the opportunity to gain a mask back. Like, I want to stun him so I have enough... You don't even have to wait, do you? You just need to wait for the opportunity in between the two charges to heal. Yeah, some days are off days. Anyhow. Plus, there is a little bit... Umu is actually more challenging, I think, than he feels like he should be. If that makes sense. Like, it feels like a very simple boss. I mean, it is a very simple boss for you to write down. Like, there's two phases, right? There's two phases. But the combination of the techniques that, like, especially without... There's no water, right? Like, I need to make sure I land on platforms safely or else I'd fall to my death. This led me to underestimate him. And that adds on to the frustration, right? Like, God, it hurts so much worse to be in that place where it's like you're not being as effective as you feel like you want to be, and then it's on top of the fact it's like, but this is supposed to be the easy one, right? Or this is supposed to be the simple part. Anyhow, all right. Let's try and see what we can do. 2 masks is a little rough. I should be able to finish this, but if we get hit by one of those, one more balloon, then we're toast. Let's not do that. I also don't remember where we were in this cycle. Shit. Yeah, I was fucked. I didn't want to be there. I don't want to take one of those shots. This arena's shit. Mask me. Alright, feels better. Feels better. This is a bad idea. I was hoping I could, like, I don't know what I was hoping to get out of range so he'd be forced to fly across the arena away from me. I mean, that was a pretty big hook, but... Okay. Take the mask. Oh, that doesn't actually help, does it? I'm still one shot from dead to him. That was a bad decision. Can you give me projectile, please? No! What even happened there? I mean, I get it. I didn't climb fast enough. The goal was I was going to pop it, and I was going to climb. I wanted to climb fast enough so that on the rebound, it was going to strike Umu. It missed Umu, fair enough. It hit the wall, but didn't explode, which was a little weird. Which meant I died to the electricity, which really sucks. I was trying to climb out of the way. I don't. That feels bad. It's alright. Today's just an off day. I mean, to be fair, that is Umu hard mode, but still. Really? Yeah, it doesn't stop there. I just must have pushed it. Yeah, Pantheon. And that's a fair, you know. What Corvo Bianco reminds. Sorry, is that an I or an L? Let me get it. It's an I. Okay. Corvo Bianco reminds me. Like, at Pantheon 5, first of all those are hardware bosses. Second of all, like, there is nothing to be underestimated about, like, the gauntlet nature. There is a very strong endurance component that you're exercising in the Pantheon context, right? Like, any boss arbitrarily can be trivial, but when you like stack enough of them one after the other, it's kind of like death by 1,000 cuts sort of thing. So sooner or later, each easy boss will get you if they find you in the right space, you know? This is, I don't know, it's more of a do as I say as not as I do kind of thing. Like, I want to sit here and tell you guys not to feel bad about yourselves for having a bad day, but I want to sit here and kick myself about it. It's easier to understand a thing for me on a intellectual level before I do on an emotional one. But I'm a little tired. I know it. So what we're going to do, we're just going to run back a couple Eternal Lord deals probably and call it a day, chat. Good news for Hollow Knight fans is there's a relative... I don't know. I don't feel great about today's performance for obvious reasons. So there's a good chance that we'll be running it back on Wednesday. And since currently at least there are more Hollow Knight fans than there are Elden fans for the channel, that should be exciting for most of you. Because I do want to beat Pantheon 5. In fact, it is my firm intent that I will. I don't actually expect that will be it's not a maybe, really. Is this fatty? Didn't realize there's two of them coming down. And I'm really surprised that I didn't get hit by either of them. I'm pretty sure Pantheon 5 is in my range, is what I was meaning to say. So we're going to get there. It's just a matter of progressing to that point. God damn it. Sorry, those words are for me more than anything. I have a tendency to be pretty hard on myself. I'm working on it. But, yeah. Oh, I missed. Bad. I actually wasn't expecting that would cancel the shockwave out. Okay, let's just start this one over. Oh, couple hits from defeating the final boss. I'm sure that's a very common experience, actually, and probably one that I will probably join you in. It feels like that's because that's got to be when you're most of your weakest, right? Right before you finish the final boss, you're in a rough way. I have to imagine a lot of people meet their end there at one point or another. But you still got one up on me. Yeah, we'll get there. We're definitely going to get there. I mean, that's part of how the channel works, right? And for most of my life, it was also true that I was not confident enough to, broadcast myself in the learning stages of a game. I guess it took 40 years, about, for me to get to the point where I'm actually like, yeah, I have enough confidence that I will get there. To start actually just, broadcasting the journey, as it were, right? But we are there now. And part of the channel's message is going to be that, like, you can get there too. There's nothing, I'm not doing anything special here, guys. This is just the application of effort over a long duration of time. That wasn't going to work out well. I'd love to take a mask. Should have been more specific. Nope. Like, this is not the type of game that I actually would have been good at 10 years ago, probably. Definitely not 15. It was actually, I think, was it Durati that was talking about? God of War was the start of my journey, I feel, for this more intense level of challenging gameplay. Should be healing now. Bad. Didn't even see it coming. That came out of nowhere. Which is the essence of what I mean when I describe it being a journey. I started out being the shittiest of shitty Mario players. I mean actual Mario Brothers, like NES. But I was garbage. Like, awful. I don't know if I ever really got past the third level. I probably did, but, like, not frequent. It took a while. But I was young, obviously, right? And then in my teenage years, I like to think I was good at the games. But if I'm honest, I kind of was missing maybe half the mechanics that were even in them. Just, a typical shitty teenager thinks he's top shit. Missing most of what's actually going on around him. And then there was that era where it's like I understood keenly how good you could be at a game and that I wasn't that way. And there's kind of a bit of a, like, well, I don't think I ever will be. And, well, I've settled in that, yeah, I'm probably never going to be like a speedrunner type, right? There's a certain level of reaction time training that happens at a very young age to be that good, it feels. There's still, like, generally actually nothing in the game industry that's outside of reach. For most any of us. If we're willing to apply ourselves, I think. That's emblematic of me being tired. That actually was supposed to be a spell. I don't know how my brain translated a spell into a nail swing, but it did. Dang it. It's nice, actually. I canceled there with time to recover without taking the damage. That's a small little growth. That's hard to... easy to underestimate. Wow, word's hard. Can I... This guy has, like, alternated back and... I just want a mask! Just back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Like, he just was fucking obnoxious with it. Come on, man. Just go chill in the corner for a while or something, you know? Sorry, I'm a little silly and a little tired. Last one. This is going to be the last one. It's fun to... I'm continually surprised by how high the skill ceiling is in games in general, in this game in particular, right? There's so much room for personal growth if you apply yourself just about anything, right? That's how the Path of Pain looks impossible to the novice gamer, but looks, dare I say, easy to some segment of gamer. For the record, you should probably never go around calling the Path of Pain easy, chat. It doesn't matter if you think it is. Like, there's just no way it comes off as anything but egotistical, unfortunately. But there is a person for who, like, you know, they've done so much shit in this game, they've forgotten. Even why it was hard in the first place, right? Fuck. I keep missing him. But damn, is it rewarding to, like, work a talent to this degree, right? You look at my footage, my old footage, it looks nothing like my new footage, right? Fuck. That's bad. Bad. This might be the end, chat. Mask? Again with you. Mask? We're not done yet. Let's go. Again. Ah, it was not the one. I don't know. The suicide one was kind of just in the peripheral of my vision. So I knew there was somebody there I was going to intend to pogo off of, but it wasn't until after the dash that my eyes adjusted left to see exactly who I was pogoing off of. No, I didn't. That was accidental upward pressure on the stick. All right, you guys did a freebie. Or not freebie, a bonus. Because I don't feel like quitting out of it now that I started it. But this is definitely the last one. Either way, I didn't mean to be pogoing off of the explosive suicide guy. And what's funny was that was the gold ting. Sorry, it took me a second to read it, catch up there, but I got it. I agree, Girardi. Godhome was in the game when I started playing it, but I can totally imagine this having been added in later on as like okay, here's something to hold the Overkill 6 on. And it does a great job of that. Like, there's so much content. Why was I... have it? It's funny that it'll let you take a mask for no reason. But because the game has so much room for, growth, giving you all of this density of challenge to practice on has been really satisfying. Thought that was going to get him. Miscounted. It wasn't up. Wasn't up. This is because I'm tired. Feels bad to leave off on a bad one. But you are. Titanium Frostbite. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. Unfortunately, you caught us at the end of stream. But I'm probably gonna be playing Hollow Knight on Wednesday. No guarantee on that, but just FYI chat. Let's put it at 80-20. 80-20. But I've discovered that I'm a little tired. And it's just not my day. I mean, that wasn't that bad. Feels like I'm getting a little bit better as I get a little bit more fatigued, which is interesting. I don't know. But mentally I'm fried, which is why I'm kind of standing here staring off in the distance. And that feels embarrassing to do on camera. So I'm going to go for the day, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out. Next stream is... the next scheduled stream is going to be Wednesday. 9:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Probably Hollow Knight, like I just said. Maybe chance we'll... So you're... Try to think how far behind I am in my editing. I mean, it's not great. I don't want to overpromise. I want to get back to making Tuesday streams every now and again. So I guess keep an eye out for your notifications, but it's not especially likely. I don't know. I don't want to get your guys' hope out because I said that so many times now. You have to use Crystal Dash and then stop mid-air. I'm trying to remember this. It's been a bit. Sorry, Sheriff. It's been a bit since I did it. I'm trying to remember where the dash cancel was. Except the one I'm thinking of, I think, is actually in just the White Palace's Ascent. Oh, did it have did those pillars have saw blades on them? So here's actually a good question. Vines. Have you flipped a lever yet? Okay, so if you flip the lever already, then I'd say you're more than halfway, definitely. The room with the vines. Okay, the vertical ascent room, maybe. If you're where I think you are, you're actually getting pretty close to the. I want to say like 75, 80% mark. You're getting close to the last room. The last room was a struggle. For me, for sure. And you'll know that one because when you walk up to it, it'll be very open in front of you. It's a long horizontal travel. But it's actually very satisfying to master. So I think your riding might have the right of it. Anyhow, sorry. Take enough. Bye, chat. Have a good one. We will catch you on Wednesday. See you guys.